I would like to tell you that I am going to take you on another virtual field trip. This field trip is going to take us to Boston, Massachusetts. Okay. Some interesting facts about Boston that you should know. I already showed you on the map how far it is from California all the way across the country to the East Coast to Boston, right? When you are on a plane, we're going to leave from San Francisco and we're going to fly for 5 hours and 45 minutes. So we're going to be in the plane for like 6 hours. And then we land on the East Coast. The time is different. Right now, let's say right now it's just past 8. So let's just say it's 8 o'clock in the morning. In Boston, it's a different time. It's 8, 9, 10, 11 because it is a 3-hour difference. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, the reason I'm going to Boston is because I'm going to go see my daughter graduate from college. And she already graduated from college here in California from Berkeley. But now she's graduating from another college because she went to a college that's called Emerson to learn how to become a writer. She's going to be an author. True story. So that's where I'm going. That's why I'm going. And now I want to tell you some interesting facts. So I'm going to look at my computer and I'm going to give you some interesting facts about Boston and Massachusetts. So this is interesting because my favorite sport is what? Do you guys remember? Volleyball. And guess what? Boston, Massachusetts was where volleyball was created. It was created in 1895. 1895, 1995, more than 130 years ago. Crazy. Boston had the very first lighthouse in the United States. It had the very first public park. And then also in Boston, or not Boston particularly, actually it was in Salem, Massachusetts, they had something called the Salem witch trials where they would accuse people of being witches and then crazy things would happen. And a couple of years ago when I went to visit Megan, I got to go to Salem to visit the places where all those things happened. It was pretty cool. Another interesting fact about Boston is it is where the very first book was printed in the United States. It was printed in 1640 in Cambridge, which is like a little suburb of Boston. This is another thing that I love. What does Mrs. Farrell love to eat? Chocolate, that's right. And Massachusetts had the very first chocolate factory. Yum. It also had the very first public beach. And guess what else? It had the very first public school. This is a public school that we're in. And Boston had the very first public school in the whole United States. And that was in 1635. That was almost 400 years ago. That's a lot. Just 10 years short of 400. Okay, and let me see if there's anything else. I put in interesting facts about Massachusetts. Now let's do Boston. Boston is where most of those things happened anyways. Oh, Boston's also really famous for something you'll learn later when you guys get into the older grades. is it was where the Boston Tea Party happened, which was one of the reasons that the American Revolution began. All the taxes that were being imposed on the citizens of, it wasn't the United States yet, but the people that lived here in what is now the United States. But you'll learn all about that later when you guys are older. Also, the city of Boston has the oldest running marathon. So have you guys ever heard of the Boston Marathon? No. It happens there. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, it is the home to one of the best colleges in the world. And that, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but I do have a flag of it over on the wall over there. It's where Harvard University is at. And it was founded in 1636. So it is also very, very old. So when I go on this trip, I am going to take you on the airplane with me virtually. I have a window seat, so I will videotape the takeoff for you and the landing, and then I will videotape different things that happen in Boston so you guys can see and you guys can experience it, okay? You have a question, Gabby? Go ahead.
Are you going to show us the airport, what it looks like?
Sure, I'll show you the airport. You guys tell me what you want to see and I'll record it.
Good. I want to see everything.
Ari, what do you want to see?
Can you take a look at Therese?
Therese will not be there. Actually, you guys haven't met my oldest daughter. My oldest daughter's name is Megan.
Yeah,
Wait,
we know her.
you did meet her? Oh, that's right. She came at Christmas time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember?
And she came with David, and she met all of you, huh?
Remember when she, you called her and you showed us that she got married?
Yes.
Now I remember.
You guys remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was all
That's what we're going to see. And yes, I will videotape Megan's graduation, and I'll put it in here. So you guys can see what a graduation looks like from college. Yes, Caleb? No, siempre que voy en los aviones, yo grabo lo que estoy viendo y nunca me he mareado. Pero buena pregunta. Yes, Anthony. You went on a flight when you were a baby? How many of you have been on a flight before? Raise your hand if you've been on an airplane.
I did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, about half the class. A little bit more than half the class. So I'll record it so that you can see what it's like. And
I went
what?
on it when I was a baby.
The food in Boston? Yeah, sure, maybe.
Yeah. Show us some donuts. Show us some donuts.
Like the Forest University or...
Oh, I don't know if I'll have time to go to Harvard, but you know what? I went a couple years ago and I did record, so maybe I'll stick some pictures of that in here.
Yeah.
I'm at the airport. We've got to take our train to get to the terminals. Let's see, we're on the train and we are going toward the airport. Look behind us. We always take this when we go to long-term parking. So we are on our way.
Which way is it?
Oh my gosh, look at the lines. Okay guys, I'm sitting here waiting at the airport That's our gate C6 where we're going to be walking in. And there's all the screens, all the busyness of the airport. And we only have about 20 minutes before we board. We got here kind of late. We are on the plane now. Let's look out the window. Everybody is boarding. We're about to take off. And then I'll videotape the takeoff and the landing. See you soon. We're on the runway, queuing up, getting ready for takeoff. The captain just said that we're number 2, so we have to wait for another plane to take off first. Oh, we're going. And we're going faster and faster and faster and faster. Guys, we're almost flying over Reno. This is where Caleb is going to go live, and we're down here, and Caleb is going to live here, and then we're flying that way.
Megan Elizabeth Farrell.
Here's Megan.
Rashida Janae Graham. Sarah.
We're getting ready to pre-check for our next flight. We're at the airport, Boston local.
do ask that you remove any power banks, any lithium batteries, laptops, iPads, car keys, medication,
That's our
jewelry,
plane right
baby
there.
food, anything of high value
813.
from that luggage before check-in.
Can't wait to get home and see all of you. lights that you see. You guys are down there sleeping.
Welcome to San Francisco, where the local time is 9:55. Please stay seated with your seatbelt fastened and carry items stowed until the captain's turn out the seatbelt sign. Be careful of moving overhead bins to avoid injuring items that may have shifted during flight. And please be sure you have all of your personal belongings before deplaning. If you are expecting a wheelchair assistance, please remain seated and we will inform you when the wheelchairs are available. And we sincerely apologize for the delay and any inconvenience. If you have missed your connection, our Delta teams will automatically rebook you on your next flight. You can download the Fly Delta app to access and view and make changes to your itinerary on any mobile device. And you may receive flight updates, boarding notifications, and checked baggage information. On behalf of this awesome Boston-based crew, thank you very much for choosing Delta. We look forward to seeing you soon.